When you think of the ocean's most terrifying predator, the shark is probably the first creature that comes to mind. But what if I told you there are killers out there far more dangerous, more unpredictable, and sometimes even deadlier than sharks themselves? The ocean hides monsters that don't just hunt, they dominate. From silent assassins lurking in the depths to lightning-fast hunters striking before their prey even realizes it, these creatures prove that sharks aren't always the kings of the sea. Stay with me, because today we're diving into the top 10 ocean predators more dangerous than sharks. By the end of this video, you may never look at the ocean the same way again. And before we dive in, let me know in the comments where you're watching from and what time it is for you right now. I always love seeing how far around the world these stories travel. 10. The giant moray eel, the ambush. Imagine snorkeling peacefully near a reef when suddenly a massive serpent-like head bursts out of the rocks, jaws snapping with needle-sharp teeth. That's the giant moray eel, and it is nothing like the docile reef fish around it. Moray eels can grow over 10 feet long, with bodies thick enough to rival a python. What makes them so dangerous isn't just their size, but their attack strategy. They are masters of ambush. Hiding in cracks and caves, they launch themselves at lightning speed, locking onto prey with jaws strong enough to crush bone. But here's the real nightmare. More eels have a second set of jaws hidden in their throats, called pharyngeal jaws, which shoot forward like something out of the movie Alien to drag prey deeper inside. Sharks may dominate the open waters, but moray eels own the reefs. Divers unlucky enough to cross them have suffered shredded limbs, deep puncture wounds, and in some rare cases, even drownings when panicked swimmers couldn't escape their crushing bite. Deadlier than sharks. In close quarters, like caves and reefs, absolutely, sharks patrol, but moors strike without warning. 9. The electric eel, the living power plant. Technically not an eel at all, but a knife fish. The electric eel still earns its place as one of the most dangerous predators in aquatic environments. While sharks use teeth, the electric eel uses raw electricity as a weapon, with the ability to generate up to 860 volts. A single strike from an electric eel can stun or even kill prey instantly. In murky rivers of South America, this power gives it an edge sharks could never match. Small fish are paralyzed immediately, but what's truly chilling is that humans have drowned after multiple shocks rendered them unconscious. Imagine being shocked so violently that your muscles seize up. You can't even swim back to the surface. Even large predators, like caimans, have been killed by electric eels in rare encounters. This isn't just a hunter, it's a living, breathing natural taser. While sharks rely on brute force and speed, the electric eel fights with pure energy, making it one of the most unusual and terrifying predators in water. 8. The giant squid. The phantom of the deep. Few creatures inspire as much fear and mystery as the giant squid. Growing up to 43 feet long, with eyes the size of dinner plates and tentacles lined with sharp-toothed suckers, the giant squid is one of the most formidable predators of the deep. For centuries, sailors told stories of sea monsters dragging entire ships beneath the waves. Today, we know those stories were inspired by real creatures lurking in the blackness of the ocean depths. The giant squid uses stealth and incredible strength to capture prey, wrapping them in its arms before pulling them toward a parrot-like beak that can tear through flesh and bone. Unlike sharks, which hunt in open waters, squids dominate the twilight zones where few creatures can even survive. And while sharks are feared by humans, the giant squid is so elusive that it's been filmed alive in the wild only a handful of times. That mystery only adds to its menace. Predator versus predator. A giant squid can and does take on sharks. Evidence of battles has been found in the scars etched into sperm whales, the only known creature big enough to regularly hunt them. But in the pitch-black ocean depths, the squid is often the one doing the hunting. 7. The killer whale, the apex of intelligence. Now, we enter territory where even sharks themselves are on the menu. The killer whale, or orca, is not only larger and stronger than most sharks, but far more intelligent. Orcas work in pods, using strategy and teamwork to hunt everything from fish to seals to great white sharks. Yes, you heard that right. Great whites, those ultimate icons of ocean furor. Sometimes just another meal for orcas. With highly developed brains, orcas can coordinate complex attacks. They've been observed flipping sharks upside down to induce a state called tonic immobility, effectively paralyzing them before devouring their livers with surgical precision. But orcas aren't just shark killers. They've been known to toy with prey, tossing seals into the air before the final kill, demonstrating a chilling mix of playfulness and brutality, while sharks inspire fear through raw predatory instinct. Orcas dominate with intelligence, teamwork, and sheer power. In the hierarchy of the ocean, orcas sit firmly at the top 6. The saltwater crocodile, the ancient monster. If you think sharks are terrifying, consider this. The saltwater crocodile is the largest living reptile on Earth and can grow up to 23 feet long, weighing over a ton. These creatures are living fossils unchanged for millions of years, and their hunting technique is brutally efficient. Saltwater crocodiles lurk in estuaries, rivers, and even coastal seas where unsuspecting prey fish, birds, even humans wander too close. With explosive speed, they launch from the water in a surprise attack, clamping down with jaws that deliver the strongest bite force of any animal alive, over 3,700 pounds per square inch. Once they've got you, escape is almost impossible. The crocodile drags its prey underwater, spinning in a death roll until bones snap and lungs fill. Unlike sharks, which often bite and retreat, crocs don't let go. They finish the job with terrifying precision. What makes them even more dangerous is their range. Found across Southeast Asia, Australia, and parts of India, saltwater crocodiles kill more people every year than sharks do, proving they are not only ancient monsters, but also modern-day threats. So there you have it, the first half of our countdown. From ambush assassins like the moray eel to apex strategists like the orca. These creatures prove that sharks aren't always the deadliest things in the water, but we've only scratched the surface. In part 2, we'll reveal the top 5 predators that make even these monsters look tame. Trust me, you'll want to see which creature claims the #1 spot, because it might just change the way you see the ocean forever. 5. The Humboldt squid. The red devils of the sea. The giant squid is a phantom of the deep. The Humboldt squid is its violent, real-world cousin, and arguably more terrifying. Nicknamed the Red Devil, these predators patrol the eastern Pacific in massive swarms called shoals, sometimes numbering in the thousands. Each squid grows up to 6 feet long and weighs over 100 pounds, armed with tentacles lined with razor-sharp hooks. What sets them apart isn't just their size, but their aggression. Humboldt squids have a reputation for attacking divers, sometimes without provocation. They can change color rapidly, flashing from white to deep red in eerie pulses, a sign many scientists interpret as agitation or hunting coordination. End the chaos of a feeding frenzy. Dozens of squid can overwhelm prey within seconds, tearing apart fish, crustaceans, and sometimes even each other. Divers caught in the middle have reported being yanked violently by multiple squids, their equipment shredded by hooked tentacles. Unlike sharks, which usually strike and move on, Humboldt squids swarm and overwhelm, making them a nightmare predator when encountered in numbers. 4. The box jellyfish, the transparent killer at first glance. The box jellyfish hardly looks threatening. There are no jaws, no claws, no menacing teeth. In fact, it's almost invisible, drifting gently in tropical waters near Australia and Southeast Asia. But don't be fooled. This creature is one of the deadliest killers in the ocean. Each of its delicate, trailing tentacles carries thousands of nematocysts, microscopic harpoons loaded with venom. A sting from a box jellyfish can cause cardiac arrest within minutes. Victims often experience searing pain so intense that many go into shock before they can reach shore. Unlike sharks, which are loud hunters of flesh, the box jellyfish is silent, stealthy, and merciless. Its venom doesn't just kill for food, it kills as defense, making it one of the rare creatures whose danger to humans isn't even intentional. Estimates suggest box jellies kill far more people annually than sharks ever do, often leaving behind victims who never saw the danger drifting in the water. If sharks inspire fear because you can see them coming, the box jellyfish terrifies because you don't. It's the silent assassin of the tropics. 3. The stonefish, the master of disguise. Picture this: you're wading in shallow waters. The sun is warm, the sand feels soft beneath your feet, and suddenly, pain like molten fire shoots through your leg. You've just stepped on the world's most venomous fish, the stonefish. Stonefish are masters of camouflage, blending perfectly with rocks and coral. They don't chase prey, they wait, invisible, until an unlucky victim comes too close. With needle-like spines on their back, they deliver venom so potent it can kill a human within hours. The pain is described by survivors as unbearable, sometimes driving people into delirium before medical help arrives. But the stonefish isn't just dangerous to humans. For fish and crustaceans, it's a perfect predator. One lightning-fast strike of its mouth, and the prey is swallowed whole in less than a fraction of a second. Compared to sharks, which dominate with strength, the stonefish dominates with stealth and lethality. You can avoid a shark if you see it. You'll never even notice a stonefish until it's too late, too. The blue-ringed octopus, the tiny nightmare, it's small, beautiful, and hypnotic. But don't let its dazzling blue rings fool you. The blue-ringed octopus is one of the most venomous creatures on Earth, barely the size of a golf ball. This octopus carries enough venom to kill 26 humans in minutes. Its toxin, called tetrodotoxin, shuts down nerves and causes paralysis. Victims remain conscious as their body slowly shuts down, unable to move, speak, or breathe. And here's the most chilling part. There is no known antidote, despite its lethal power. The blue-ringed octopus is shy and usually hides in tide pools or coral crevices. But when threatened, those glowing blue rings flash like a warning light, a signal that you're seconds away from a potentially fatal mistake. Compared to sharks, which give off plenty of warning with their size and power, the blue-ringed octopus is a silent, tiny executioner. One bite, and the ocean becomes your tomb. Humans, the ultimate ocean predator. You may be expecting a monstrous beast at number 1, but the truth is far scarier. The most dangerous predator in the ocean is us. Humans kill an estimated 100 million sharks every year, not the other way around. We overfish, pollute, and destroy habitats on a scale no natural predator could ever match. Entire species are driven to extinction, coral reefs are dying, and ecosystems collapse under the weight of human activity. We've built nets that stretch for miles, dredging the ocean floor and trapping everything in their path. We spill oil and plastic that poison marine life for generations. Even whales, once hunted nearly to extinction, still bear the scars of human dominance. Unlike sharks or orcas, humans don't kill just for survival. We kill for profit, fear, and sometimes even sport. That's why, when it comes to the ocean, the deadliest predator isn't hidden in the depths. It's standing right here on land, looking back at you in the mirror. So there you have it, the top 10 ocean predators more dangerous than sharks. From the terrifying swarms of Humboldt squids, to the almost invisible killers like box jellyfish and stonefish, to the tiny but unstoppable blue-ringed octopus, the ocean proves again and again that danger comes in many forms. And in the end, the deadliest predator isn't one we fear, but one we control ourselves. If you made it this far, I want to hear from you. Which of these predators shocked you the most? And don't forget, drop a comment telling me where you're watching from and what time it is for you right now. If you enjoyed this dive into the darker side of the ocean, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that will keep you hooked from start to finish. The ocean is vast, mysterious, and beautiful, but also deadly. The question is, the next time you step into the water, will you still only be thinking about sharks?